Alright. It's been a long time since I've read from this book. It's called Freedom on the Horizon. I'll tell you the tale. She lived atop the crest that overlooked the sea, the only mansion on the isle. The governor's daughter was she. She was the eldest daughter. She had to do everything that was expected, including to be sold off as a wife to the noblest man selected. The deal was all set, the festivities set in motion. Her her emotions were in unrest, like tides rolling in and out from the ocean. She was well adjusted to this life. In her sister's eyes, she was perfect, but that couldn't be further from the truth. But she made sure nobody could suspect it. That she could run away if she wanted to, nobody would be the wiser. It would give her time to make distance, so they wouldn't be able to find her. The day before the wedding, a ball was in full swing. This was it. She had to choose. Would she run or accept the ring? She looked out to the ocean. A new galleon had just pulled into the port. Sailors were carrying things in and out, all items of export. An idea flew into her mind as she released a sigh of relief. She would have her freedom, the shackles of her womanly duty release. She smiled tenderly and looked around. There would be things that she would miss, but when compared to what was upon the horizon, she left her intended side with a kiss. She graciously walked through the crowds, greeting guests as she made her way towards a servant she knew she could trust, that could get her on that ship as a stowaway. She made it seem as if she had nothing of importance to tell him, made sure others overheard her say, "Get more wine." She had to get rumors going, help her weave this innocent interaction through the grapevine. Her sister, however, was keen on her observations. Something was amiss. The eldest daughter never cared for wine, but their father would drink it until he was in bliss. The younger sister followed the elder, watched her from a fair distance away, saw how she would bounce from guest to guest, till she made it to the carriage driver next to his horse eating hay. She couldn't hear their conversation, but in her gut she could sense something was wrong. She headed back to her father's side and decided to play along. The younger sister smiled sweetly, but couldn't change the look of her eyes, the look of envy for her sister. She had to bury her own want of this under an unassuming guise. The younger sister wished this was for her, marrying the Duke of Syracuse. She pleaded with her father, but their father denied it with excuse. The clouds dusted purple from the setting sun, reached up like tendrils, and like that the party was done. Early in the morning there was no stirring. Everyone had gone to bed. The father was blissfully snoring, drunk on his wine and happy that his daughter was about to be wed. But the elder sister was up to no good. She walked through the halls, careful to not make a sound. Unrecognizable in breeches and a puffed man's blouse, she was seaside bound. With nothing but a rucksack slung over her shoulder, holding a small sum of money, clothes, and a small pocket knife. A juxtaposition from the ball gown she was just wearing, an outfit better equipped for her new way of life. So close to freedom, she began hurrying her steps to the door, but the one person who stood before her, she didn't account for. Her younger sister's arms crossed in confidence. She didn't think she would be caught. "Move aside, Annabelle," the elder sister said, trying to conceal her thought. "Why are you doing this, Maria?" Annabelle replied. "You know full well why," Maria replied with snide. Annabelle scoffed. "You have everything. You've always had it all." Maria was taken aback. "My life was never mine. I was only our father's doll." Maria stepped forward. "Anna, this is it. I'm going to leave. Annabelle's breath caught in her throat. The next thing Maria said she couldn't believe. Maria hugged her sister, held her close, and whispered in her ear, "Take my place. Tell father what I have done. You have always been better than me anyways. You deserve a happy marriage to this man more than anyone." Annabelle couldn't believe what her sister had said, and the tears began to well up in her eyes. She hugged her sister a bit tighter as she cried from surprise. "I'll miss you, Anna," Maria said with emotions that hung heavy in her heart. "I love you, Maria." Annabelle couldn't believe in her life they'd ever be apart. They released each other from their last hug and wiped away their tears. Maria picked up her rucksack, opened the door, and walked away from her fears. She looked out towards the ocean. The hazy, warm line of a sunrise blinded her view. From the possibilities of her future, all the things that her father would never wish for her to come true. Thank you.
Wow.
Very
Yes, wow.
lovely. Spark joy.
Thank you.
Very touching story.
So good. So very, very good.
It came from a very old book of mine. I actually don't know where I found this. Maybe Micah had gotten it for me.
I would love to read it sometime.
Oh, I'll share it with you.
Excellent storytelling.
Thank you.